Hello everyone and welcome to Shauna Stitches. I forgot to check and see what episode this is. I think it's 24. If not, I'll put it right here. You'll see it. I'm Shauna and this is my podcast about knitting. I'm coming to you from the Oregon coast where today it is muggy and dreary looking. You're starting to feel a little hint of fall in the air, which I do enjoy. I'm drinking coffee out of my San Diego mug today. Nothing special, just black coffee. And what else do I want to say? Oh yes, it's August 20th. 5 days till my birthday. I'm really at an age where I shouldn't be getting excited about that anymore, but I still am. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to talk about my finished object first because I am dying of heat. If you can see here, I finally finished my flax sweater. I did the garter down the sleeves, and this is a size medium, knit exactly as the pattern calls for. Yeah, I think I knit the body a little longer. That's the only thing I changed. If I had to knit it again, I would knit the size large just because I don't like the way it is a little tight around my tummy. I did wash this and semi-block it. I didn't pin it out. I didn't aggressively block it. I'm sure I could. I just didn't want to distort the stitches too much. So I'm sure this is going to get quite a bit of wear this winter. I used Cascade 220 Superwash. I'm not sure what the color is. I probably have a ball band somewhere, but I don't know. It is in my project page notes on Ravelry. And I guess this is as good a time as any to tell you where you can find me. So on Ravelry, I'm Shauna Stitches, one word. YouTube, obviously, Shauna Stitches. Ravelry groups page is Shauna Stitches Podcast. And Instagram is Shauna Stitches, all one word. So anyway, I'm going to pause this for a second so I can take this sweater off, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I feel much better now. That thing is hot. I have Cody off screen here, who you can't see, putting his head in my lap because that's what he does. Alright, so that was my only finished object. I do have a half finished object, and that is this sock here. It is the Simple Skyp pattern. I think that's how you say it, S-K-Y-P. It's a knitting stitch, which creates this, it's so hard to see in this yarn, but they, let's see, where is it here? Yeah, I think that was it. Anyway, it creates this sort of elongated, pronounced stitch. I am really loving this pattern. I want to knit like, I don't know, 100 pairs of socks in this. I really want to see what it looks like in something that's not quite so busy. But it's a 2-pattern repeat. It's a free Ravelry pattern, and I'm really enjoying it. The yarn here is Cloudborne Fibers. I don't remember the colorway name. Something about Belize, I think. And this is a contrasting heel, cuff, and toe and Cascade Heritage, which is not quite showing up the right color, but you get the idea. It's sort of a tea leaf green. This sock, you'll notice, looks a little smaller than my normal socks. And that's because I've knit this for my BFF KAL partner. I think I mentioned it before, but Jenny from Lucky Jenny Knits and Candy from Pause for Stitches, a while ago, maybe a month ago, they asked for people who are interested to sign up for the BFF Pen Pal KAL, I believe is what it's called. And I signed up. And my partner is Kelly. Hello, Kelly. And yeah, so our first KAL is going. Our first KAL is socks. And there's different ways that you can earn points. So one of the ways that you can earn the most points is to knit your partner a pair of socks. So I'm really excited about this one. And I'm the lucky one because she has size 7 feet, and she's the unlucky one because I have size 9. So sorry, Kelly. And I just happened to have a sock blocker that fit hers because before I knew anything about knitting socks or sock blockers, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought the pink one because it was cute. And it is totally not the right size for me. So very awesome that it fits for hers because I didn't think I was going to have anything to show. And if you see, it's such a ribbed pattern. This is what it looks like not on the sock blocker. It just kind of looks funky. It's as tight here, or tight here, as it is in the ribbing. So I don't know. It doesn't make for nice showing off without a sock blocker. But then again, I'll show you the pattern up close. You can see what I was talking about, especially right in here for that skip stitch. Anyway, I'm loving it. So I have just cast on for the second one. It's like nothing at this point. My cute little owl stitch marker. Pretty sure Lily of Nordic Stitches sent me that one. If not, sorry whoever did send it. I'm pretty sure it was her. Yeah, not much to say about that. Oh, let me see. The yarn for the main sock is the Cloudborne Fibers Highland Superwash Sock Twist Hand Paints in You Better Belize. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, I'm enjoying that yarn and enjoying those socks. I can't wait to have that done. So I really hope they fit her and I hope she loves them. It's a little scary, like knitting socks for someone else who you've never knit for before. Like I remember the first pair I made for Glenn, and obviously he was the only other person other than myself who I'd never knit for, but they were a surprise and I was so nervous that they weren't going to fit, and they fit fine. So that's kind of what's getting me through this project. You know, I asked her if she had wide or narrow feet. She did say that she prefers short socks, but that she'd wear anything. So I may make her a second pair in a different pattern, just a little ankle sock. I'm really leaning towards the Rose City Rollers because I've made those before and I really did enjoy that pattern. So I might give those another go. All right, let's see. Other works in progress. This is kind of an acquisition. I never showed it on the podcast, but when I went to Puerto Vallarta, I really wanted to get some, you know, vacation yarn or something to use in my knitting that would remind me of vacation. And I looked everywhere on Ravelry. I looked Google. I looked everywhere. Could not find a knit shop there. So I picked up some of these very touristy little bags. It's got handles. It says Puerto Vallarta. And it has a little pouch on the front that I could use for notions. I haven't so far. This has little beachy theme stuff on it. It works well for a project bag. And in here, I have a blast from the past. This is my For the Love of Rainbow shawl. And I've put a good deal of work on this, as you can see. Not that I expect you to remember. When I picked this up the other day, I can't remember if I was at the top of this row or the top of this row. But either way, I've put a little bit of work in here. I'd have more, but I took time out to do those socks. I am absolutely loving this pattern. I loved it before. I can't remember why I set it down, but it's absolutely gorgeous and it's really all I want to knit on. I don't remember who made this yarn, but it is a gradient cake, which is getting blown out bad. Anyway, obviously the outside started with purple because I always go from the outside of the cake. It's just neater and easier for me. So anyway, the outside was purple, went towards this red. You can see the next color is going to be kind of an orange. Going to go to yellow, green, blue, and then in the very center is purple. I don't think I'll make it back to the purple, which is totally fine with me. So yes, about this yarn, it's very obvious in the color. You can see like there's little white bits and stuff. Very obvious in the color as well as in the crinkle that this was dyed as a sock blank and then unwound, not by me, but by the dyer, and then wound into a cake. It actually, I bought it as a cake. And I haven't knit from a sock blank for socks yet, but just take a look at the colored areas on here. And it may be not as obvious to you there, but it is definitely obvious to me, like right in there, there. You can see like some of the stitches appear to be bigger, which is driving me nuts because I'm a fairly tight knitter anyway. So I feel like if I'm knitting tight, I should be pulling that out of the yarn and it shouldn't be doing that. However, this is knit on fairly big needles and I think that might be part of it. This is a 4mm needle, US 6. So I am trying to be confident that with blocking it and, you know, and wetting it and having the yarn relax, that it's going to look fine. I really hope so, because, you know, quite honestly, around my neck, it's not going to be an issue, but you just want it to look nice, you know? This is the second color I'm using, and this is such a unique color. I can't remember who dyed this. I think it's Wonderland Yarns. Queen of Hearts, and this is the Little Oyster color. And I just have to say, I love this yarn. It is so unique. I can't tell, like in different lights it looks different. So sometimes it looks really tan, which I think on screen is kind of what you're getting. And then in other lights it looks very gray, and it's tonal. So there's parts of it, you can't really tell like this, but I can tell when I'm knitting it. Parts of it are darker and lighter, and I love it. I love this lace. It is such a simple lace, but it's so clean looking and pretty, and knitting the gradient part is so fun because just to watch the colors change. I love it. I don't know what else good things I can say about this, but I love this project. I might knit another one someday. Ever since the pattern came out, the pattern's by Mina Phillip. Ever since it came out, I wanted to knit it. I just knew that I wanted to do rainbows like hers was, and I just never saw a rainbow gradient cake, so that's why I finally knit it up. I do have, sorry about that, the dogs are freaking out. I do have another another rainbow sock blank that I might use if I ever want to knit it again, because I do love it. I mean, do people need multiple rainbow shawls that are identical? I don't know. Maybe. All right. What else? I have one other work in progress that I'm going to show you. I haven't done a lot of work on it. This is for Glenn, obviously. It's large. This is I think it's the Yorkville pattern. It's the July Mina Phillip Sock Club pattern with my cute little camper stitch marker from the Creative Obsession, Carrie. And this is my Knitty by Nature one, little paw. So yeah, it's just kind of a little ribbed pattern. And I'm trying to do my my sock pattern on this. Gonna do it as one and then do some afterthought heels and toes. Speaking of my sock pattern, I really don't want to focus on this for a long time. But I will mention the name has changed. There was some drama over that, and I'm not a fan of drama. So the pattern is called One Sock, Two Socks Magic Recipe, which I think is a cute little name for it. And I mentioned on the last episode that I have a knit along going in my group. And I would just like to open that up and say, you don't have to use my pattern exactly. In fact, if you can figure it out on your own, I don't care. I just want to see people knitting their sock tubes and turning them into two socks. That's all I want to see. So there's one entry so far, and I just encourage everyone, please knit your sock tubes, turn them into two socks, and post your photos so we can get along with the knit along. That's going until October 31st, so you have plenty of time. Knit 1 pairs, 2 pairs, 5 pairs. The more that you knit, the better your chances. All right. Okay, so I have 2 other things I want to talk about. Actually, it's just 2 projects. I have done some thinking lately, and I have decided to frog some projects that I haven't worked on in forever. In fact, I looked at my Ravelry project page. I started this April. I even want to say it was April 16th of 2016, but anyway, April of 2016. And I can't remember when I last worked on it, but it's been a long time. You see, I've even put it on waste yarn because I wanted the needles, and I thought, oh, I'll get back to it. This is the Coffee Date Shawl by CC Allman. Nothing wrong with the pattern. I'm just not loving it. I think there's just other things that I'd rather knit. So that's that. I'm done with that one. I'll rip it out soon. And the second one that I am going to frog is my Budding Bluebells Shawl by Mina Phillip. There you can kind of see. And again, I didn't even put a start date on this one on my Ravelry project. I know, well, I bought it whenever it came out. I don't remember when that was. And I started working on it right away because it was for her knit along. I didn't remember what distracted me, probably socks. But I quit working on it and I just don't see myself picking it up. There's the thing that makes a little V pattern there, which I think are supposed to be the Bluebells. I can't remember what the stitch is. It's something like knit 3 together through the back loop or something crazy like that. And I remember it being difficult for me. And even though I am a better knitter now, I'm not interested in it. I am not going to pick it up, and I have a lot of other projects languishing. So if you can tell anything from the fact that I picked up my For the Love of Rainbow shawl again, is that I'm trying to work through my WIPs. I know I've said that before, but I finally finished my Flax. The Flax I started in October of 2016, literally like a week before my first date with Glenn. So it's been a long time. Literally took me almost a year. Not that I worked on it solid for that whole time, but I'm just trying to get some projects done. The other really interesting thing that I will throw in a little screenshot here or whatever is that I was watching the Hand Me Your Yarn, Hand Me My Knitting, sorry, Hand Me My Yarn or Hand Me My Knitting. I think it's Hand Me My Knitting. Samantha, excuse me, Samantha. She just posted a podcast today up on YouTube, and at the end of her podcast she had this really unique little, like a white erase board, dry erase board, and she's putting herself on a yarn diet and making herself have some accountability. And I know I've said it before, oh, I'm not going to buy yarn, I'm not going to buy yarn. I have too much yarn. I've said that multiple times, and yeah, I keep buying yarn. And anyway, on her whiteboard it says, days since I have last bought yarn, projects I've finished, right? So going back to a certain day, projects you've finished in that time, and then skeins out of your stash. And she's doing 2/3 or more of a skein counts as one. I'll be doing the same because anything left over I'll just put in my crochet blanket. So anyway, I don't have a white erase board. Sorry, Fiona's here. Let's just say hi. I don't have a white erase board, so I just made a little photo that I wrote on my phone. And I'm just going to keep updating that every time I finish a project. So for me, oh, I wrote it down. I think it's August 8th is the last day I bought yarn. It wasn't even for me. It's for a surprise project coming up. So I don't even have the yarn yet. But I ordered it. And I finished one project, which is the Flax. And I have 5 skeins out of my stash, which is for the Flax. So anyway, it's just kind of motivating to see from a certain date what you've done and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to really work on getting yarn out of my stash and getting some projects done. That being said, Glenn told me last night, he's like, oh, I really want some Halloween socks. That'd be cool. And I'm like, I don't have yarn for Halloween socks. I told him he had to buy his own. And that was before I even started this little countdown thing. But I think I found something that will work. I have a couple options. I have 2 balls of this Lion Brand Sockies. It's this multi-green, I think it's called Sour Ball. And I'm not sure that they even still make this. I think I bought this on Craftsy as like a closeout. So I have 2 balls of this, matching. I have one of the same brand of yarn in this orange color, which is Circus Peanut. And I also have this one. What is this? I don't even know what this is called. Oh, this is the one I can never read the label. On Light? On Live? I don't know what it is. However, there's the label. And it's this multi-black gray with, I guess it's more of a tan, but it looks pretty orange. So I'm contemplating doing those socks where you carry the yarn down, and so you do like 2 rows of one color, maybe it's even 3 rows, I don't know, I'll look it up, but where you sort of self-stripe it yourself. Anyway, I'm thinking of that. I don't know if I'll use the orange or the black one. But I'm thinking of doing matching Halloween socks, so we'll see if that happens or not. All right. What else? I think I have one more crafty thing to show you. Let me put the dog down. So this project I finished a long time ago. I don't even know how long ago, but it is back when I was crocheting and not knitting at all. And it is a ginormous poncho. I did the fringe, obviously crocheted it. It's got this huge neck that you fold over here. And the yarn is this beautiful Ice Yarns. I don't think that there's a... It's Ice Yarns Gumball. I don't think there's a colorway name, but it's just this really pretty color. And this is how it crocheted up. So the reason I bring this up is because it has been hanging in my closet for a very long time. And I've never worn it, and I never will wear it just because I don't think I'm a poncho person. Anyway, I'll try it on for you so you understand what it looks like on. So there we go. It's cute. It's really cute. I just don't think it's me. Anyway, trying to give you an idea for how long it is. So there you go. Anyway, let me get to the point. I want to do a giveaway for this because I don't want it to just sit in my closet. I want it to go to someone who's actually going to wear it. Be forewarned, the yarn is acrylic. It is very soft acrylic, but it is acrylic, and I know some people don't like that. So if you are at all interested in this, I'll mail it to you, no charge. Let me know. Drop a comment in the YouTube video, and if there's one comment, you're going to be the winner. If there's multiple comments, I'll do a random drawing. But like I said, I really would like this to go somewhere where someone's actually going to use it. If nobody comments, nobody wants it, I may post it on Instagram just to see if anyone there is interested, and otherwise it's going to go to Goodwill. So that makes me a little sad, but again, I'm not going to wear it, and there's just kind of no reason to keep it around if you're not going to wear it. All right. Excuse me. Last thing I think is just what's been going on in my life, what's coming up. So I did forget to mention, if my nails look really disgusting and dirty, I was doing a bunch of gardening yesterday, so sorry about that. I tried to use the little brush and I don't think it got it all, so that's why. I actually do wash my hands, I promise. Anyway, coming up, I have a knitcation coming up, which I'm really excited about. I think I have like about 2 weeks off of work. I'm hoping to get a lot of my languishing projects done, or maybe I decide to frog some of those too. I'm not sure, but I have a lot. There's too much. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a lot of house projects and yeah, just get ready for fall, I guess. Anyway, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.